get ready to go. We're glad that you're all here, so now it's time to start the show. We're not in school, but we can still pretend by making music until this ends. We're making music with our Falcon friends. Hey there, Falcons. Guys, we got a brand new concept to learn about today. Something brand new. In fact, this is the last new thing that we're going to be learning about this year. The year's almost over. Can you believe it? Okay? So tune in to get some new information, to learn a new song, and to have a fun little activity at the end. So enough talking about it. Let's make some music. We're making music with our Falcon friends. All right, third grade, got a brand new song for you. A song called Down Came a Lady. Let me sing it for you. It goes like this. Down came a lady, down came two. Down came old Daniel's wife, and she was dressed in blue. Question, this song has a lot of words in it. Question, how many phrases are in the song? Listen closely, how many times do I take a breath? Down came a lady, down came two. Down came old Daniel's wife, and she was dressed in blue. Only two. Good, I'll sing this, I'll break it down even further. Listen. Down came a lady, down came two. Down came old Daniel's wife, and she was dressed in blue. Good. Try a little bit longer this time. Listen. Down came a lady, down came two. Down came old Daniel's wife, and she was dressed in blue. Try the whole song with me this time. Ready? Here we go. Down came a lady, down came two. Down came old Daniel's wife, and she was dressed in blue. Nice job. Pretty fun song. Now, there's actually a game you can play with this song, too, but you need some people. So get your mom, get your dad, get your brothers, get your sisters, get your grandmas, get your grandpas. Maybe don't get your dogs because it kind of is about the color clothes that you have on. Okay, and dogs, well, my dog wears clothes sometimes. We dress them up for Halloween, but we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about people, okay? So everybody in this game is going to have a color shirt on. Could be blue, could be green, could be yellow, could be red, could be purple. Lots of different colors, and they're all great. But in this song, one of you is going to stand in the middle, and everyone else is going to stand in a circle around one person. It could be you. Let's just say it is you. You're in the middle, and everyone else in your family is around you. Everyone sings a song, and while you're singing, everyone's walking around you because you're in the middle. Down came a lady, down came two. Down came old Daniel's wife, and she was dressed in. Now, the last word, blue, rhymes really well, but the game changes that word. Whoever's in the middle, if it's you, you're going to point to somebody at the end of the song. Whoever you point at, you're going to say the color that's on their shirt. You could say green, you could say black, you could say any color you see on their shirt. If you point at that person and say their color, guess what? Bye-bye. They're gone. They're gone. They're out of the game. And they go and they just step out of the circle. And then repeat it. Down came a lady, down came two. Down came old Daniel's wife, and she was dressed in. Everyone sings that except you say the last word by yourself. Yellow or pink or white or brown, or any of those colors, okay? Whatever color you see on their shirt. You keep going so there's only one person left, and then that person gets to be the new color caller in the middle of the circle. So gather up some people, make sure you're all wearing different color shirts, and most importantly, make sure that you're making some music. We're making music with our Falcon friends. Alrighty, third grade, guys. Back out to the garden one more time. I just planted a garden recently, got my vegetables growing a little bit. And hopefully we won't have any rabbits eating them because I have to sing this song then. Oh, Mr. Rabbit, you've got a nasty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Or whatever food you want to do. Let's do a little pattern with it. Ready? Oh, Mr. Rabbit, you've got a nasty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Hey, let's draw the phrases. I haven't done that for a couple weeks. Let's try it. Draw it with me. Oh, Mr. Rabbit, you've got a nasty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. 4 phrases, exactly. Now, we have a couple more questions for you, some trickier ones. Let's see who's got a good memory. Vance these a couple weeks in a row now. In this song, every phrase has 4 beats, but if you remember, they're not all the same. One of them is different. Which one's different? Oh, Mr. Rabbit. Which of those 4 beats is different? Obviously, the first one's different. What did we say about it? said it sounds different. It feels different. It doesn't feel like the other ones. The first beat feels strong, right? If the first beat feels strong, what about the other beats? Well, they aren't strong. They are weak, exactly. So we have a strong beat and then 3 weak beats in a row. And because of this, every phrase has words that fall on the strong beats. Let's figure them out. Let's remember them. The first phrase, what word is on the strong beat? Old Mr. Rabbit. Old, right? Good. How about the second phrase? What word is on the strong beat? You've got a nasty habit. What word was on the strong beat? Got, right? But is got the first word? No, it's not. What is the first word? You've. So you've isn't on the strong beat. It comes before the strong beat. How about the third phrase? Of jumping in my garden. What word's on the strong beat? Jumping, right? But is that the first word? No, it's not. Of, exactly. How about the last phrase? And eating all my cabbage. What word is on the strong beat? Eating. But is eating the first word? No, it's not. And is the first word, and it comes before the strong beat. So in this song, we've got some phrases that start before the strong beat. Let's trade off. I'll sing the first phrase, you sing the second phrase, I'll sing the third, you sing the fourth. Ready? Here we go. Old Mr. Rabbit, of jumping in my garden. Good, now you start the same. You start with Old Mr. Rabbit. Your turn. Ready? Here you go. You've got a nasty habit and eating all my cabbage. Great. Now last week we made a picture of what this kind of looked like. We had a picture that showed the beats and showed which words were on the strum beats. Do you remember what that looked like? Think back to last week. If you did it, great. If you didn't, now's a good time to do it. Make a picture that shows the words on the strong beat, but then don't forget, some of these phrases are starting before the strong beat. So you have to write the word not on the beat, before the beat, okay? So make that picture, because coming up next, we have a very tricky concept to learn about, a brand new rhythm, a brand new type of note right here we're gonna learn about. So get ready, write out that picture, because coming up next, we got a brand new thing to learn about.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
All right, third grade, a very tricky concept. We've been hearing phrases that start before the strong beat, and we have a name for that. In music, whenever there's a phrase that starts before the strong beat, we give that sound a name. We call a sound that starts before the strong beat in a phrase, we call it a pickup note. Can you say pickup note? A pickup note is something that picks up the phrase. It starts before the strong beat. And in Old Mr. Rabbit, we have some pickup notes. I'm going to write out this song, Old Mr. Rabbit. I'm going to write out all the rhythms, all the beats. Watch. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? I'm also going to put the rhythms. Old Mr. Rabbit, you've got a nasty habit of jumping in my garden and eating all my cabbage. Now I'm also going to put a time signature here. Going to put our time signature just like that. 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I will put the bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a double bar line. Just like that. Now, this is technically correct, but it's a little confusing. You're going to see why in a second. The first phrase. Remember when we drew the phrases? I'm going to literally draw the phrase. Watch. Old Mr. Rabbit. Hold on a second. We got a problem. The phrase ends in the middle of this rhythm, in the middle of this sound, toddy. So what we have to do is actually, we can't have them together. We have to break them up. Oh, they're best friends, and we're going to break them up. I'm so sorry to do this, but it's just the way it's got to be. It's better for both of them if we do it this way, okay? So when I break them up, I'm going to rewrite them like that. This is the same thing as this. These two sounds are the same thing as these two sounds. They just look a little different because here they're together and here they're not. When they have those flags like that, they're eighth notes. When they're up here like this, they're still eighth notes. 2 eighth notes, 2 eighth notes. Together, separate, okay? Now we do have a little problem here because this note Well, it's not part of the first phrase. It actually is part of the second phrase. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually move not only the note, but I'm going to move the bar line as well. I'm going to move this. I'm going to relocate it. But where am I going to relocate it to? Well, to the next phrase, because this is a pickup note. And it starts the next phrase. Ta, ta, dee, ta, ta, dee. This is still D, right? This is ta, this is D. I just split them up. Ta-dee, ta-dee. Same thing, okay? You've got a nasty habit. Hey, guess what? We got to do the same thing here. So I'm going to split these up. So sorry to do this. And then this doesn't belong here. We've got to move it down here to make it a little bit clearer that it's actually picking up the next phrase. Of jumping in my garden. I think you see where this is going here, guys. We're splitting them up. That means these are going bye-bye. They're relocating to its new location down in the fourth phrase. And there we go. These phrases all have a pickup note. This is what a pickup note in this song is going to look like. Listen if I sing it. Ta, ta, dee, ta, ta. Dee, ta, dee, ta, dee, ta, ta. Dee, ta, dee, ta, dee, ta, ta. Dee, ta, dee, ta, dee, ta, ta. The pickup note we are going to call D. Can you say D? Just like the letter, just like the end of toddy. D is our pickup note. Listen, I'll sing, you echo back this time. Ta, ta, dee, ta, ta. Your turn. Dee, ta, dee, ta, dee, ta, ta. Dee, ta, dee, ta, dee, ta, ta. Dee, ta, dee, ta, dee, ta, ta. You can see which phrases start with a pickup note because they have these sounds, these eighth notes right before the bar line, just like that. This is the strong beat. This is before the strong beat. Let's try something else. I'm going to sing first phrase. You sing second phrase. I'll sing third. You sing fourth. Let's see if we can go back and forth. Okay, I'll start. Ta, ta, dee, ta, ta. Dee, ta, dee, ta, dee, ta, ta. See how that worked? Guys, pickup notes are a little bit tricky. This is one of our harder concepts, but this is what they look like. Next week, we're going to get a chance to practice these. So get ready to write some music and get ready to make some music, but most importantly, make sure that you're having fun.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
All right, third grade. Now, last week, we got some bottles. I saw some of you guys had really cool bottles from last week. I was really impressed with how you were tuning them and doing stuff like that. What I want you to do this week is I actually want you to make a song. I want you to get some paper, make a staff, 5 lines. I want you to write out some notes. Most importantly, I want you to write out some notes that use do, la, and so. Those 3 specifically. If you want to use mi, re, do, that's fine too. But make sure you're definitely using do, la, and so, and write out a pattern with the notes. I want you to actually compose it, write out the notes on your staff. And then what I want you to do is practice it and play it on your bottles. And then once you have it really good, there's a link in the description below for a Flipgrid. I want you to send me a video of what you are playing. I want you to see your song. I want to hear what you came up with, okay? So be creative, have some fun, and most importantly, make some music.
We're making music with our Falcon friends.
Well, we sure had fun this week, didn't we? So, until next time, grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter pat and the happy tune is your step? Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with those blues on parade. Now I'm not afraid. This rover crossed over. If
any side of the street. See you next time, guys.